Hey, so some of you guys know me as Gamer, but my name is Lamont, and this is my foray into the Frontier Season Pass, and I went to Vegas. It was like a literal, like, damn near 12-hour trip, but it was fun. So to start with the Frontier uh, Season Pass, I think it's called like the multi passes. I don't remember what it's called, but it cost me for my rental, my ticket to go and return home, 177 bucks. That's not bad at all, especially when you don't really account for like hotel. Like you're just going for a day to check some shit out. If you time it right, it works really well. But from my experience, there was things that I didn't really like. For instance, when you have to time the trip, like they have a couple. They don't have a couple. They have one direct flight, and then there's everyone else is like layovers. And if you aren't careful, you might not get the flight you want, and the time of you being where you want to be might not line up with the time you want to do. So it works out if you plan multiple days. If you're trying to do like 1 day trips, it just depends on the flight itself. You know, it just really depends on that. Next, I did some before trip errands. I had to get some clothes. I went to Kohl's. I went to the library. I went to check on my plans. I went to Target. I went to PetSmart. I think I went to go get me some shoes. Have to throw that shit on real quick, you know what I'm saying? Just a couple of things I have to get done. So we make it to the airport. You know how, I'm looking good as shit. That boy handsome and shit. I think I went to get some food from Chili's. I had a nice drink. I think I took, yes, I definitely took half my Eddie. I was thrilled, bro. I was gone. Like, I bought a little book and I bought a book. I read a little bit of it, but yeah, I was just vibing in the airport, and then I got to my section, my gate, and they were like, Orlando. I'm like, Orlando. I was very confused, but then Orlando was delayed, which made us delayed because they didn't know who they were going to go first. And that's the only reason we were delayed. So it is what it is. We out here though. So we made it to Vegas, and at first I was like, cool, but shit kind of, when I think about it, shit kind of hit the floor right when I hit Vegas when I got my rental. They were out of everything but electric cars and a minivan. He's like, you want the minivan or electric car? I was like, bro, just give me the give me the electric car. And I'm like, all right, cool, let's just figure it out. It was interesting, man. I don't hate it, but I didn't enjoy it either. So like I said with the rental, I was like, it couldn't get worse. But we found this street food spot, and I was hungry. We went to go get some weed. Had to get the weed. Had to get me right. But the tacos I got, the burrito tacos, are kind of ass. And I'm like stuck in this parking lot. They were full. It was the Ellis something hotel. They were full, and then all the nearby hotels were full. And I'm like, fuck it. I'm gonna just do what I gotta do. And I rolled like 4 blunts, and I slept in the back of the car because it was a pretty roomy SUV. So I did what I had to do. Now Kyrie was like, "Why didn't you just call somebody? I would have had you, bro." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm in panic mode. I'm in solve this right now mode. So I drove around to multiple spots, even text Bix, but like by the time she realized, like, she seen my message, she didn't think that was gonna happen. I'm pretty sure, and I'm like, fuck. I'm like, I just did what I thought what was best in that moment, and I did what I had to do. Shout out to Bixiana. So after a couple hours of sleep, I didn't sleep that long, maybe 2 hours, 2.5 hours. I'm like, let's go find somewhere to charge my phone up. The dude told me Denny's, and I ended up at MGM Hotel. It worked out. I just sat in the office. The office. What the hell is it called? The goddamn delivery service. And I'm like, fuck it. We're just gonna sit in here and get what we have to get to. Like I sat in there maybe 2 hours, 2 hours that morning, and I technically was still on schedule for like my plans. So next, I wanted to go try this food spot called Eat off of Carson Ave, and like we gotta stop behind this bus. Like the side panel came out. This thick lady came out, bro. I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. But I ain't even gonna talk about this. But we went to eat. They had some really good food. I really enjoyed the breakfast meal they had. I forgot what it was called. You're gonna see the menu up in a little bit. But when I ate that, like, I was getting ready to message Kyrie on Instagram to meet me at Cosmic Comics at 10. I forgot. I meant to say 11, but it worked out. So we went up there. I was there early for like an hour. So I went up there. We talked. We chopped it up and just kind of hung out for a little bit. And then I went to go try to find some charging stations, because the one that's by Cosmic Comics was full. And we drove around for like 20 minutes, couldn't find nothing, and we finally, I said, screw it. He's like, yeah, you might as well just wait. I'm like, yeah, let me just sit here. I waited. It got me charged up. I text Big Sienna. I was going to head up to Mega Mart, and then more problems ensued. So I make it to Mega Mart. I was a little late. I was like, I think it was like 12:20. I text Big Sienna. I was like, yo, if you still coming, let me know. I went ahead and went in to see what was going on, see if I can actually get in. I don't like wasting people's time. So I go in, and I walk around. I ran into this dude. He was like, I love you. I'm like, okay, love you too, bro. She probably should have said that. Oh, dude, you came back here. Bro, I love you. I'm like, I get it. And I just, like, I had to run. I had to leave the vicinity. But when I got to the Mega Mart line, they were like, yeah, we don't have any more tickets. And he said some bullshit about 5:30 p.m. So I messaged Big Sian. I was like, yeah, you might as well stay home, because they ain't got no more tickets. I don't want her to come out here for no reason. Yeah, it sucks that I'm gonna miss seeing her, but it was a whole timing thing. This was a last minute trial, and shit didn't work out the way I wanted it to. But it was still a cool experience. Like, Omega Mart looked really cool, and I enjoyed it. I'd give Frontier like a 6.5, 7 out of 10. It wasn't that bad. Honestly, it's not that bad.